When mounting the LED flashhead, use the manufacturer's provided hardware and ensure at least 3 threads are visible. After the flashhead cable is fed into the flashhead base, make sure the black cord grip is tightened. Each wire must be properly seated into the flashhead base. Follow the provided color-coded guide found on the interior terminal block. Allow at least 1 inch of the outer cable jacket to extend inside the flashhead base. Close the 2 outer latches after the mounting feet are secured, the flashhead cable is properly terminated, and the cord grip is tightened. Make sure the cable is routed down and away from the cord grip to create a drip loop. Confirm the presence of a lightning rod. Flash Technology recommends the lightning rod be mounted 18 inches away and 36 inches above the LED flashhead. Use a leveling tool to ensure the flashhead is mounted level. Using a minimum 8-gauge wire attached to the exterior lug on the flashhead base. Route the other end of the ground wire down and away from the flashhead and secure directly to the tower using a beam clamp. Also ensure there are no sharp bends in the ground wire and that an anti-corrosive agent is used on both ends of the wire. The FAA Advisory Circular 70-7461L indicates that no object wider than 7/8 of an inch can block the flashhead. Ensure a service loop is present close to the LED flashhead. The loop should be secured to the tower using the 2-3-4 tape method with a minimum of 2 points of security. Use the provided 2-inch black tape and 1-inch filament tape to secure the cables to the tower leg. Don't exceed 5 feet in between taping sections. Create a 1 to 3 inch gap between any extended edge or flange on the tower. Tape approximately 6 inches above and below each flange to hold the flange stress relief in place. Mount the marker junction box on the tower at the same level as the side lights. Use the provided hardware to mount the junction box to the structure. Secure the 2 outer latches for moisture protection after the wiring is complete. Connect a minimum 8-gauge wire to the pre-installed lug inside the junction box. Route the other end of the wire directly to the tower using a beam clamp. Also ensure you apply an anti-corrosive agent on both ends of the wire. When connecting the marker cable to the junction box, ensure you match the color-coded guide provided on the connectors. The LED flashhead cable will be routed through the 1/2-inch cord grips at the bottom of the enclosure and secured to the color-coded terminal block. Ensure you place a service loop for the cable run from the controller to the junction box, and another loop for the cable run from the junction box to the LED flashhead. Use the provided adjustable straps to mount the LED marker to the tower leg. Ensure the access plate is closed and the cord grip is tight after the wiring is complete. Using the 2-3-4 tape method, run the marker cable in a way that it will not be stepped on or damaged. Connect the LED flashhead cable to terminal block 2 found on the bottom left of the controller. Ensure you follow the color-coded tabs on the terminal block to avoid system damage, and allow at least 1 inch of the outer jacket to extend inside the controller. Use a 2-gauge wire to connect to the internal grounding lug. Stranded or solid conductors are acceptable, but generally only use the stranded wire for indoor installations and the solid conductors for outdoor installations. If you are installing the controller indoors, route the other end of the 2-gauge ground wire directly to the nearest downlink, exiting the shelter using compression fittings. If you are installing the controller outdoors, bond the ground wire directly to the site grounding ring using exothermic welding. If multiple controllers are being installed, a collective bus bar is recommended. Always route the ground wires down and away from the controller and avoid creating sharp bends in the wire. Secure the ground wire using non-metallic fasteners like plastics, nylons, or wax ties. Use 2-hole double crimp lugs when attaching to a grounding bus bar. Use an anti-corrosive agent on both ends of the wire. The external mode change device called the Photodiode will connect to the surge board at the bottom of the controller. This is a polarity sensitive connection, so it is very important to match the wires with the provided guide found just above the termination points. The photodiode should be mounted upright on rigid conduit, utilizing the 1/2-inch threaded base for moisture protection. Take care to mount the photodiode low enough to allow for future testing. The input voltage will wire to terminal block 1 on the bottom right of the controller. Input power should be connected to L1, L2, and ground. If multiple controllers are being installed, it is recommended to daisy chain power from controller number 1 to each additional unit.